Alrighty, hello, and welcome to...
Hi, welcome to the podcast. My name's David and Jared.
Thanks. It's called Pomcast, not podcast. Retard.
But it is a podcast.
It is a podcast. And congratulations if you've managed to stick around to number 2. You sad individual.
Yay.
Well, you know, we're not that great as people go. But apparently we have friends who listen to this stuff. And random YouTube people who like it too. Maybe.
Yeah.
Was going to do a sort of briefly in the news this week kind of introduction, like what they do on Have I Got News For You, but it's very difficult not only to write them, but then the wonders of what they called a terror incident in London happened, and I thought, oh, I might leave that for another time so this doesn't get picked up by somebody and having a random rant, because YouTube and the internet is such a wonderful place. Didn't really want to get into trouble.
Don't do terrorism.
Yeah, don't do that. That was not fun.
It's bad.
Despite being in Liverpool, you've still got people from Australia messaging going, I hope you're not in London, and I hope you're okay. And it's like...
Don't worry, I haven't been stabbed, it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, I'm fine.
Except I did hurt my finger on the door, so...
He was kind of injured. Not on the same day, but, you know.
Yeah.
It's getting there. We had a little bit of a response from Chris. Sorry, Chris, we got it wrong. You got it more wrong than I did.
I got it right, and then I got it wrong.
Born in Vic, moved... Why would you move to Esperance? But, you know, he seems to enjoy it. Then he came back to Bendigo. Why? Bendigo. No. It's a silly place. Should have kept its original name.
Sandhurst?
Sandhurst, yeah. Instead of being named after a boxer.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
But anyway.
You're welcome.
Yeah, lovely. It's almost like Auntie Donna, but not, because we're not funny.
Yeah.
But... Great.
Oh, no.
It's Sunday afternoon, and it's all a little bit tiring, I suppose. When you have a big night out and lots of delicious food. Delicious food.
Cheese.
Yeah, lots of cheese. Halloumi and a whole wheel of brie that had been baked, and
It was camembert?
camembert brie.
Jesus Christ.
It's
Can't even Jesus Christ.
cheese. It was just molten cheese on bread. It was great, but it doesn't matter what it was called because there was still lots of it.
Cheesy camembert.
Yes, and delicious cheddar with smoked fish and the apple thing.
The you mean apples?
Yeah, there were apples and cinnamon. What is this? I don't even know what it was. It just tasted good.
It's just stewed apples with cinnamon.
It was good. But it makes you tired the next day because you like food. And lack of sleep and alcohol are probably more contributing factors than the food to the tiredness. But that's just what happens. On that note, though, waking yourself up. Coffee in the UK is shit. David wouldn't know this because he doesn't drink coffee, but...
It smells good, but it's bitter. And I am a warm and caring person. So we don't mix very well.
Wow, that's like the most forced lie I've ever heard. I don't even know.
Not forced to say this at all. Put down the gun! Sorry, there's no terrorism here. Except for London.
But there is bad coffee, and that's terrorism enough for me.
Ooh.
But I have discovered one thing that, like, Australia is becoming known as sort of a caffeine-related heaven, and that coffee is becoming a bit of an art form. We're now known for it, which is a good thing, because we do quite well with it.
Get yourself down to Brunswick.
Yeah, or Collingwood.
A coffee.
Collingwood. The wonders of Cafe Rosamond. Delicious food. Or places like Old Green Bean, or Friends Cafe, the Anxious Goat, which is such a cool name. It's just shivering because it needs more coffee. But
Or it's shivering because it's had too much coffee. It needs to get out of there.
either or, it doesn't matter because coffee is involved.
It's just shivering
Yeah.
all the time until it's like halfway through one cup of coffee.
And it spilled the rest of it on
It's
the
like,
floor.
Ah, it's fine.
But here, because I normally drink a cappuccino, and a lot of British places do not know what that means. They think that means summoning demons with the milk and heating it up to the point where it's molten and burns your every fibre. And the foam on top is 4 inches thick and solid enough to hold up a house in Queensland from monsoons. And that's not a cappuccino, that's just disgusting 80s coffee. You should stop that. But if you order a flat white, you pretty much get a cappuccino without the chocolate sprinkles on top. So order a flat white, it's better.
With a dusting of cocoa.
Cocoa, yeah. Yes, sure.
Yes.
Because you can do that. Some places just have your own. They have the setup where you can take the cap off or take your mug across, put the sugar in, and because they don't put it in for you here.
Oh, what?
In my mind, the sugar should be mixed in with the.
But
like
you're
a little,
trying to be bitter. Why do you want to sweeten it
well,
up?
you just put a little bit in. You don't have to. It's not like one of my family members who puts in 4 teaspoons of sugar, which defeats the purpose of the coffee in my mind. I only have like half a teaspoon at most. Depends on how bad the coffee is, I suppose. But you've got to try it before you know how much to put in. But some of them have setups where you can go and they've got a chocolate shaker, like chocolate powder shaker, and then some of them have cinnamon or vanilla, and it's like, okay, this is getting a little bit out of hand, but sure. But yes, I found a couple of good coffee places here. Some places are good, some places are not. But avoid at all cost chains like Cafe Nero and Costa. They are
rusty old chains.
Yeah.
They'll just shackle you down, and they don't taste good
No.
because it's metal. At least it's not bitter though.
Well, they don't really know how to clean the machines, I suppose, either. So
Metal. Yeah.
or just buy tea from the man who comes around to your house. And
What's that? It's a little Lego figure. How'd he get there? What are you doing, little buddy? Okay, it's Lego. It doesn't talk. But
yeah. I bought some Lego minifigs. I made a David and I made me.
I drew a beard on me because I have a bit of a beard.
It only had a bit of a goatee when I bought it.
Shit. It just looks shit.
Oh,
So
it was
I put a beard on.
It was so confused looking. It just suited you. It's just got one eyebrow raised.
I can't do it now. It's laughing. He does have a oh no, his beard. That's fine. It's probably still not dry, even though it's been there for like 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. It's what happens when you write on with permanent marker onto plastic.
It doesn't work.
No, exactly. You need paint or
Fuck
something.
that.
But yes, David now has a minifig of himself.
He's got a little lappy. A laptop, that is.
I was about to say, I'm really hoping that doesn't mean anything else to other people.
Yes, it means a lap dog. I've got a pet. He's a little buddy, he sits on my lap and I pet him, he falls asleep, and then I can't move.
And then you pay him and then you go to bed.
What?
No. Yes, this is Lego minifigs. And they're quite fun because it means I now can take photos of Lego me, which will always have a perfect smile, because I don't. Because
You're dead inside.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
drink coffee, even though that's a cup of tea.
why is it that people who drink coffee are apparently dead inside? Why is that the case? I don't understand why they think that these coffee drinking people are just soulless. It makes us happy. It's like Cohen. Cohen always used to say that there was blood in his coffee stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, but caffeine is a drug, but
Drugs.
100 years ago, pharmacists used to hand out over-the-counter concoctions of cocaine and morphine and lots of different stuff. And the only reason that... what was that? What's it called? Opium was outlawed was because other countries were making too much money out of it, so they just got rid of it. Like hemp. Hemp, when they were making clothes out of it, impacted on the cotton trade, so they outlawed it. The growing of it as well. That's where these things come from. It's not because of the drug aspect, it's because of money.
Drugs!
It's like, I think there's a South Park episode on it.
There's a South Park episode on literally everything.
Yeah. Have they done one on Trump yet?
I haven't watched new South Park. But I'm sure there's Trump in old South Park.
Oh, no doubt. There's Trump in old Simpsons as well. They predicted the future. That was scary.
No.
Simpsons shouldn't be allowed to say anything anymore because sometimes it's come true.
Oh well.
It's like, no, that's not a good thing. It's bad. Very bad.
Bad.
Everybody got cranky. Used to get cranky with Obama because he used to go golfing too much apparently. And I saw in the news today that Trump is on his 12th golfing trip since taking office 9 weeks ago. What? Averaging at more than one golf trip a week. Yeah, you're really running the country well there. Leader of the free in inverted commas world.
Golf.
Golf it's such a terrible sport.
I had a cousin who played golf. That's the end of the story.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounded automatically like that story had finished.
Yeah.
One funny thing that happened in the news, it's sort of politically related, but not.
Oh no, not again.
It's only little bits. I'm not going for 8 minutes this time. The headline that I found really funny this week was on the ABC, and it reads as follows. New South Wales Police Minister fined for using phone in car says he didn't know it was illegal. Didn't know it was illegal. The police minister didn't know it was illegal to use his phone whilst he was driving his car. He was stopped at road work in his electorate. His name is Troy Grant, and he is the Nationals member for Dubbo. Yes, there is a place name called Dubbo. And he uploaded an image to Twitter of the car in front of him which had a sheep in the back. It was in the back of a station wagon. And then he went and dobbed himself into the police because he then realised that it was illegal to have done that whilst he was driving. And he said, "This serves as a massive reminder. Nobody is above the law, even if you're the police minister, even if you have to ring up and dob yourself in to get a ticket." The fact that you have to do that in the first place, and you're a member of the front bench of a state government, that's not a good thing at all.
I like it. I think it's funny.
It is funny, but it's kind of terrifying that the police minister of the state of New South Wales doesn't know that he was not able to take a photo with his phone whilst driving.
Yeah.
It just seems beyond belief to me when I read it, and I thought this has to be a joke. But no, it was on the ABC, and I take their word as truth because they are an impartial broadcaster. Although some don't think. But I was like, and then he was fined $325 for using his phone. It's like, it's like when police officers get caught on their mobile while driving in police cars, though, which is just stupid. Like, they're the ones upholding the law, and they're apparently allowed to just circumnavigate it and talk and drive. Yeah, it's dumb. Really, really dumb. But who knows? New South Wales will probably go the same way as every other state next year at their election and have a change of government, and no one will care. So,
Great.
but it's just weird. It was just funny. I just read it and I thought, you've got to be like, no. It's just strange. And then Barry Cassidy did a bloody video and opened up with some line like, it was pissing in it somewhere. Just very, very Australian news this week. Minister doesn't know what's legal. Political commentators swearing in videos. But yeah, it's fun. David just bought $36 worth of stickers.
Yep. Don't judge me. I need stickers to stick on things. Well, one thing. Well, I don't need them, but I wanted them.
That's a good enough reason for buying things, is wanting them.
So many stickers, though. They're half price.
It's Redbubble. It's a glorious thing. If you've never gone on to Redbubble,
Don't. You'll buy things.
yeah, don't. You will spend money, but you will find some things, fan art and just cool artwork. And it's all independent, and these people upload it, and they get the money for it, and you get a nice T-shirt
They'll get
or
a cut
stickers.
of the money.
They'll get a cut of the money. As with everything, it's
Like a minimum percent cut because they don't actually manufacture the product.
no. I've created the artwork though, so that's a good thing.
Art.
Supporting artists, it's nice.
Yep.
And you can even get Duna covers now and mugs
Buy
and
yourself an aluminium poster.
it's just a metal artwork that you can pin to screw to the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's made of aluminum.
Aluminium.
Aluminum.
Yay, pronunciation! Apparently I think it's spelled differently as well. I think that's why the Americans say
It is
wrong.
spelled actually aluminum in America.
These are the people that drop
Wrong.
U's from words though. Colour has a U in it. Mum is not spelt with an O, it's spelled with a U.
It's not color.
Yeah, but this, as I've discovered this weekend,
It's also not solar.
we speak English, not enunciating every letter. It's not like German. You don't do that.
Germans. With the G. The
G.
letter G.
Get the letter go. Germany.
Yep.
Just put. Just there were some funny German words though. It was
They're not that funny.
it was funny
They're
to
not
me.
laughing.
It is pasta sauce.
Classic.
Yeah, there's
Classist.
a company called Miracoli which does pasta sauces and
Sounds like a combination of a miracle cauliflower.
yeah, I know, that's when I first read it and I was like, that's not pasta, that's miracle cauliflower. Miracle Collie.
Got that little. Yeah.
This little flicky thing over
Hat.
the A. But
Mirror.
one of
It's
them,
like an sound.
which is apparently meaning garlic flavoured pasta sauce, is called, which I would pronounce it as knobloch, which I can't pronounce it correctly. If you would like to find out how to pronounce it correctly, it's Knob, so knob, Lauch, which is lock, in one form or another. And then there's...
Now blah.
That's close to it. And then there's basilicum, which is basil or something. I think that's what my friend was telling me how to say. And and
Or if you're American, basil.
basil doesn't hurts me. Basilikum.
Basil.
And I thought this was particularly funny because I have a small mind.
Oregano.
Oregano.
Recipe. Recipe.
Are you right there? It sounds like you're just having a brain hemorrhage as you're trying to say herbs.
Aardvark.
Aardvark.
Words are fun. Get them in your mouth. Or out of your mouth.
I was about to say they come out. They
Put other people's words in your mouth. No, that's plagiarism. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Not a good thing at all. Because then Turnitin will figure it out that they're not your own words and
Oh shit.
come up and be like, you plagiarized this. And it's like, oh damn it.
Yeah.
Actually, they're all my references. No wonder.
And yeah. Have you written the book yet?
Not yet. It takes a while to write.
Can't even write a book in a month.
In a month? I've written 13,000 words. Give me a break.
No, keep working. You're not done.
I know I'm not
you get
done
a break
yet.
when you're done.
Well,
Not really. You just
I won't have a break when I get it done because then I'll have to edit it.
and get it published.
Yeah, and then go through the wondrous task of trying to send it to people and being like, please please publish my words.
Read this book. It's wonderful. It'll change your life. Tell all your friends and family.
It probably won't change their lives. It'll probably leave them with more questions about their own.
Oh my god.
Well, I'd hope
Yes,
so.
Kind of intrigue.
That's what I'd like it to do. I'd like... I suppose any good
Just
author...
confuse people and be like, no, my life is different.
I don't want to leave people bored like Paul Auster did with 4321.
Don't know what that means.
Paul Auster's an American writer, and his novels are usually always from the perspective of an author.
No, an author.
He's an author who
Not a
writes
cat.
about other authors and their lives.
Great. Sounds...
And 4321 it's more than 800 pages long, and it's been quite polarizing because it's either been people have been like, oh, this is like the greatest literary thing that's come out of America since To Kill a Mockingbird, or
I haven't read it.
yeah, I fall asleep when I try and read that.
I don't even know what it's about. It's not actually about killing mockingbirds, I've heard.
I think it's about a lawyer. I think
That kills mockingbirds?
I doubt it.
Damn.
I think there's
You're gonna sue them.
I think there's probably a metaphor involved with the name of it rather than it being literal about killing mockingbirds. What do you think of Mice and Men was a literal title?
Sounds like an old Disney cartoon
Ooh.
where there's actual mice and men, and then they sing and dance, and then they get stepped on because they're mice.
Well, I suppose the book does sort of
And then
take...
it just ends with people dying, and there's some guy with a gun running around the forest.
You
That's-
you are surprisingly...
That's all I know about old Disney films. This is just a guy running around with a shotgun in a forest.
You are surprisingly close to the ending of Mice and Men by rambling about that. Like, that's how sad that is. You are close to how that book ends.
I can't remember if I've actually read it.
Most high school students, when they went through school, read it, as they did with Animal Farm, which I can... No, 1984 is a better George Orwell novel. Or if you actually want to read anything that's good by him, read his essays. It's a Penguin book called... I think one of his essays, the opening one, is called Books versus Cigarettes, and he goes through how much money he's spent on both of those things and why people should buy books, and because it's cheaper than
$10.
other hobbies.
What other hobbies are there? You've got reading.
Some people go to the cinema.
You've got... Is that a hobby? I guess.
Yes, and some people make a living from it too, by reviewing it and creating blogs.
Shout out to Tom.
Yeah. Read his blog. It's called One... is it Small Popcorn, Please?
I don't know. You better be paying us.
Pay us, Tom. We're promoting you to 50 listeners, which you are probably of one, and maybe your family as well, because they'll find this some way or another. What's Tom's blog? Let's find out.
No.
He's just Tom on Facebook, isn't he? I don't know. Yes.
Thom.
Thom.
Yes, I am Thom. That's his name.
One large popcorn, please. That is Tom's blog.
Go see
Read Tom's blog.
La La Land. Los Angeles Land. It's a
What happens if it's just...
film out of 10.
What happens if it's Los Angeles La Land or La Los Angeles Land?
Well, we know it's neither of those because of the capitalization.
Yeah, it's La Land or
Yeah.
Los Angeles Land.
No, because the capital L and the lowercase a.
Oh.
Obviously. Oh my god.
I don't know. I still haven't seen
Then
it
you
yet.
can
I've
be
listened
like,
to the soundtrack. I haven't
City
listened
of
to it.
stars, are you shining just for me?
You need a piano in the background. Ah, but you don't have one.
I can get one up. It's no, I'll break this somehow.
Of course you will. 25 minutes in and we'd have to start again.
No,
Please don't do that.
Yeah.
I didn't even really bore them with politics this time. You should
Yeah, you just bored him with regular talk.
talk.
You normie. What do normies do? Get smoothies or something? When was your last smoothie?
That was an Adventure Time reference, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
Oh, good.
From Magic Man.
He's a
Magic
weird
Man.
character.
He's no longer... spoilers. Never mind.
I'm sure that these people aren't going to be like, oh, they ruined Adventure Time for me.
You never know.
What do you mean I'm sure. I'm 100% sure that they're not going to.
If anyone doesn't want me to ruin Adventure Time, you're welcome.
Because he hasn't, and you wouldn't know anyway until you watched it.
So watch it. Please do it. I love it.
Because Cartoon Network will then continue to help it instead of doing what they're doing to Steven Universe and trying to make it not exist.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, it's not.
It's fine. Okay, it's not fine. Steven, no!
These big companies try and take intellectual property and then just smash it into the ground when it doesn't fit their want or it annoys somebody.
I mean, surely they knew what they were getting into at the start, right?
When you create a...
Space lesbians.
Oh, yeah, well, there's no easy way to get around that. Yeah. Space rocks that have female forms that like one
Laughing
another.
and crying, the musical.
What?
Laughing and Crying, the musical. Steven!
I thought it was just Crying Breakfast Friends, but sure. You can open the door. Bye. Friend is here. We trapped her in the lounge room, then she tried to escape. Fun times. She probably
We're not terrorists, by the way.
We're not terrorists.
It's just a person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend from Germany.
Germans.
We bought lots of German... Normal chip flavours. Normal crisp flavours, if you're British. In Germany is paprika, which is capsicum. They taste weird, and there's apparently nothing else. Like, they don't have chicken chips. Although, then again, I haven't seen chicken chips
all
here.
of the flavours of crisps that I enjoy. Salt. And that's it.
Yeah. Well, you know...
Actually, that's a lie. Lightly salted. Ooh. Because you don't want to... Sodium intake. Got to keep that real...
So, if I'm going to have crisps, I'm not really that worried about sodium intake. I've already made the decision to be like, I'm going to eat these.
You want to eat some delicious crisps. Get it crisps, and then you...
I apologise to my co-presenter who doesn't understand what enjoyable listing is. Well, then again, nor do I, but, you know, because I've talked shit. Oh, no. For that interruption, I'm going to tell them what the latest news poll is. Ha! It's all your fault. If you get annoyed by this, it came out 2 hours ago. Currently, the federal Labour opposition is 10 points clear of the coalition, 45 to 55.
Great.
So if there was an election held on Saturday next week, the Liberals would lose government by 24 seats.
So what kind of cake do you like?
Ooh, cake. I'm a big fan of just normal sponge cake with cream, to be honest. I'm not really a particularly extravagant eater in some regards.
Too spongy.
Sponge cake's great. Eggy sponge is awesome.
Gotta get a dense AF cake, get yourself a butter cake, or just butter. Just have some butter.
Yeah, that's dense.
Yeah, it is. That gives me an idea.
David's not
and
coming...
that is not too far of just eating butter.
David's not coming back via economy class. David's going to be coming back in a cargo hold because he won't fit through the door.
Butter class.
If you want to call it that, sure, but I'm sure that they're not.
Don't worry. I'll call it butter class.
Butter class.
What? It's butter class. It's fine.
Have you been in a bar?
No.
Apologies to other YouTubers. Sorry.
I'm not sorry. It's funny.
It is funny because they can't enunciate the T.
It's boat.
Boat. B-O-A-T, not bow. A bow. It's just odd, but anyway. It's fine. It bored you? Go and get a cup of tea. Treat yourself. Have a cup of tea. Have a cup of coffee and have no soul, apparently. Wake up.
Soul is optional.
Souls are optional.
No, I meant the music genre. Soul. It's optional.
Oh, but what else are you supposed to dance to and clean the house to on a Sunday?
Neuro hop.
Olivia Newton-John. The Bee Gees. Music from Greece. The Beatles?
Well, we are in... Where are we?
It's called Liverpool,
Great.
and the Beatles came from here.
Oh, no. Well... Bye.